Namaste, yogis, cats and down dogs. Come seated on your mats. And blessed Good Friday to all of you yogis. Bring your hands onto your knees, ground your sit bones, release your shoulders away from your ears. Start taking some nice deep breaths. Bring your hands into the Apana Mudra, thumb, middle finger, ring finger on both sides. And use this mudra for digesting, for detoxing. So for Good Friday, we want to be the best versions of ourselves. So detoxing, releasing attachments to negative self-talk, negative habits, things that bring us down, which drag us back. So holding this mudra helps with digestion, cleanses, clears, just eliminates toxins. And that's toxic thoughts as well. Let's take one more breath here, feeling the fingertips, thumb tip, grounding the base chakra. Then bring your left hand onto your heart center, your right hand onto your belly, and start breathing into your large intestine. So in the large intestine meridian, we want to move apathy and brain fog, low self-esteem, hoarding, controlling. So all those things that happen when we operate from a point of fear. What if I lose this? What if I don't have that anymore? What if? And it's all hasn't happened yet. So we attach to fear about losing things that we haven't yet lost. And then we start to hoard in case. So we hoard old emotions, we hoard old stuff. We clutter our lives up. We complicate our lives. So breathe in lightness and clarity and flow. So moving forward with lightness and clarity, opening up the large intestine. And then stretching your arms down, press into your fingers, and then stretch your arms out in front of you. Press thumbs between your eyebrows to focus on your lungs. So breathe into your lungs and into your lung meridian. So getting movement on the meridian to open up, to release disappointment and grief and loss. And very often our disappointment and loss come from attachments to outcomes and expectations. So bring in joy, bring in enthusiasm, welcome new possibilities, new ways of doing things. So bringing joy from within, not expecting joy from the external environment. And then releasing your hands down onto your knees, breathing in, shoulders up. And then strong out breath. Drop your chin and pull your chin into your chest, press your shoulders down, pull in your belly button. And then come up, facing forward, tapping on the side of your nostril and opening and closing your jaw. So get a nice stretch going in your jaw, release your glutes at the same time, connect with yourself. Remind yourself, self, you are the best self I have. You are the best self. So open up clarity, confidence. Release this little point here, this large intestine point. Stop cluttering your life. Stop hoarding. It's very heavy. We want to go from tight to light. And then rub this point between your thumb and your forefinger, where there's the V shape. Press into large intestine 4. Press into this point and release the need to control things in the external environment over which you have very little control. So using your time, your energy, and your emotions and investing them in something better. Press the other side. I will not waste my time, energy, and emotions trying to control uncontrollable things in the external environment. Stretch your arms out to the sides, pressing into your fingers, and then make fists as you thump onto lung 1 and 2. So you're stretching into your fingers and then making fists, and your knuckles will be around lung 1 and 2. Open up your lungs, open up your chest. Your lungs are nourished by the heart chakra. Your large intestine is nourished by the sacral chakra. Open up to the abundance, knowing that you'll always have what you need. You don't have to hoard. It's not necessary to hoard. When you hoard, you clutter and you take up a lot of space, which prevents new possibilities, new options. And then releasing. Just ground your sit bones, feel your base chakra nice and connected to the earth, lengthen your spine, tuck your chin a little bit to open up your neck, press your shoulders down. Breathing in for lion's breath all the way up. Strong out breath. And when you're breathing out, your tongue is long. You want to take the air over your nasopharyngeal area, pushing the air out of your lungs, breathing in and out. And last time, breathing in and out. And then roll your shoulders up and back. Nice open lungs. We're working on the lungs, so take nice deep breaths. Roll off that little voice, that little voice that says that I need to attach to this. If I don't have that, I'm not worth it. If I don't do this, I'm not valuable. All those kind of voices. And then up and forward. So welcome in new possibilities, new ways of thinking about things, new ways of doing things. Going with the flow. Lightness, clarity, going from tight to light. Releasing your attachments to the external environment for affirmation. Stretch up for bellows breath. Breathe in and then pull your hands down into fists and strong out breath. Push from your abdominals up into your diaphragm. Use the ha breath, the HA. Move the chi around the solar plexus area. Open up the body. So get into your personal power in peace, not your personal power in anger, personal power in peace. So be present. Release control. No holding on to people and things and situations. So flow with the lightness of being. And then releasing. Breathing in, shoulders up and out. Left palm forward, right palm on top. Elbows, one elbow at a time. Opening up the heart center, Ganesh Mudra. So opening up the heart, opening up the lungs, stretching the intercostal muscles between the ribs, bringing in the abundance, moving obstacles. And obstacles are usually our own thoughts. We hold ourselves back with our negative thinking. 2 more. 1, 2. Open up the sacral chakra, chest forward, rounding. Stretch your throat. Open up your throat area, look up at the ceiling, activate your third eye. So open your telepathy, open up your intuition. That's your inner GPS. You don't need pointers from the external environment. Trust your gut. Very important. And then move to the left. Nice big circles all the way around. Feel your lower back, your lumbar vertebrae getting nice and nourished. Opening up the back of the sacral chakra, so it's your will It's the will to get you into that feeling of abundance. You might wish it all the time, but you just don't actually do it. And then change. Go all the way around. Just practice. Nothing really comes that easily. It takes mindset changes, habit changes. Just do things differently for a little while, and then that'll become a new habit. And then releasing. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, and come back into your heart center. So using your lungs, we want to work on the lung capacity here. So pushing, open up, get the circulation into your arms and into your fingers, and then go up and then into your heart center, up and forward, up and forward. Keep patting into your heart center. And then up, 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 pressing up. Bring your hands into namaste, do little twists. So feel the little twists. And then your fingers in front of your shoulders. Breathe into the left, out to the right. So you're swinging and swiveling, releasing the diaphragm. When we have short, shallow breaths, we get very anxious. We need to do long breaths. Important every day to be very present, to notice our breath, and to keep reminding ourselves, I'm here on purpose. I am moving ahead with trust and lightness. And then interlace your fingers again from your third eye down. Clear the heart center in front of you. VINYASA. You can really get the energy moving and feel the air in front of you. Remove all those attachments to expectations, attachments to outcomes, attachments to how people should behave, how they should be, and all the attachments to stuff. And then releasing. And then legs out in front. Pat, pat, pat. Connect with your feet. Connect with your legs. You can hum. You can move the congestion in the body. Move the tightness. The memory in the body. Working with the body is very important. So get the skin nice and negative. Remove the positive ions. Pat, pat, pat around the belly button. Feel your large intestine here. Open up the sacral chakra, lower back, humming, and do whatever hum sound you need. Up your chest, down your arms, connect with yourself. Self, be the best self I have. Remind yourself. Speak to yourself, connect with yourself. This is your flesh suit for this lifetime. Tap into your scalp. And then releasing your hands onto your knees, flex your feet, pull your toes back, drop your shoulders. And then releasing. Coming into side seated. So your right leg is bent with your right foot on your left thigh. Stretch up as far as you can. Make space in your body, stretch forward. So connect your palms and your fingers to the earth so that you can be present. It's important that we be present. Using your breath. Walking your hands to the right. Forward over your right knee. Drop your right arm, left arm over. Stretching into your fingers, push down onto your liver and onto your ascending colon. Stretch your fingers to the ceiling and then bring your left hand into your lower back and rub. Open up your sacral chakra. Feel the sacroiliac joint. Feel the glutes, tightness in the lower back. Love and money. This is the relationship and finance center. often very tense when we're going through financial and relationship issues. Coming up, twist to the left, over your shoulder, and then twist to the right, all the way around. And then come facing forward, interlace your fingers behind your body, look up, throat open, third eye open. So roll your eyes back, fold forward. Coming up again, interlace your fingers, push your palms forward, round your upper back, stretch the area between your shoulder blades, pull in your belly button, using your whole body. And then release. Hands behind you. Press down onto your knees, lift your hips and drop your head back. And then releasing. Left leg up into heron. Looking at your big toe. Focus. Press onto your right hand onto your knee if you want to keep your legs straight. You can also pat or stroke down the back of your leg, especially behind your knee, opening up the back of your leg. And then bending, hold the outside of your foot, kick, and then pull across. Feel the side of your leg, your iliotibial band. Feel this gallbladder here. Grudges and resentment, that's also attachments. So we release attachments to grudges and resentment as well. Get it out of your system. We need to go from tight to light. And then releasing into butterfly. Interlace your fingers in front of your toes, press your knees down, lengthen your spine. Breathing in, strong in breath. Open your lungs and then strong out breath. Release your inner thighs, press your knees down, coming up. Number 2. And last one. Stay down here. Press the heels of your hands onto your toes, your thumbs pointing up to the ceiling, and put your third eye in line with your thumbs or on your thumbs or anything like this. You don't have to put your thumbs on your forehead, but if you can, do that. And then coming up into a balance. Ground your base chakra, connect with your heart and your crown. Nice line of light, stretching your legs. And into side seated on the left sole of the left foot onto your right thigh. Lift up, make space for that large intestine and all the microbiome, the microorganisms fold forward that do so much work for us in our bodies. Walk your hands to the left. Forehead over your left knee, press into your spleen and your pancreas and your descending colon. Left arm down, right arm over. Open up your liver, push onto the left side of your body. Stretch your fingers up and then bring your right hand into your lower back. Pat, 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 rub. Use your fist or your flat hand. Open up this area, feel where the tightness is, bring in the circulation, and then coming up, twist to the right and to the left. And then facing forward, hold your elbows or your forearms or your wrists, fold forward. Coming up, hold your elbows in front of you, breathe in and out. Breathing in, open up your lungs and out. Last time. And out. Right leg into heron. Point, your drishti is your big toe, push into the back of your knee. Nice to keep the back of the knee open. Give it a good rub. Bladder meridian, so moving ahead with trust. So that's our choice, eh? Faith or fear. That's All we need to think all the time. Am I living in faith or am I living in fear? And bend your leg, kick and pull across. Feel the side of your leg. Pat, pat, pat. Pat the hip. Release tension in the iliotibial band in your leg. And then go into a nice tight twist. So take your leg across, lift up out of your lumbar vertebrae, twist to the right. Looking all the way back. And release out of that twist. Right leg on the mat and then doing the same thing, lifting up and twisting to the left. When you twist, make it a very conscious twist into your large intestine. So use your abdominal muscles to rub up against your large intestine. And then releasing out of the twist. Legs out in front of you, point your toes, interlace your fingers, stretch up and pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Put your ears between your arms. So you're pointing your fingers to the front, pointing your toes, stretching your fingers forward, ears next to your arms. And then releasing into upside down plank. Point your toes, lift your hips, open your sacral chakra. Your head is in line with your spine. So don't drop your head back. And then releasing, forward fold. And from here into plow. So from the forward fold, go straight over into the plow. See, Misty is just at my feet here. So releasing the stress and the fatigue of giving all your time and attention to events in the external environment. Just release that. Saying, wow, what about my inner world? How am I nourishing my inner world? Release out the plow and come into table. And then drumming the tops of your feet. Feel the little bones, the muscles, the ligaments, the fascia and the top of the feet. And then looking up, throat, third eye. Feel your lower back. Nourish those discs and in your neck. Rounding into the arched cat. Breathing in, looking up. And rounding. And last time, breathing in. And rounding. And releasing. Or the puffing cat. So right arm out, left leg out. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift and release. Change sides. Left arm out, right leg out. Lifting up and elbow to knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift, lift and release. Come into child's pose. Breathing in. Deep in breath, because now your diaphragm is constricted, and then coming up into high kneeling. Left leg out. Gate posture. Fingers in the front of your shoulders. Breathing in, and then dynamically to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 5. Stretch, interlace your fingers, point. So Kisipana Mudra, release negativity and grounding. Coming up, over to the right. Left arm over your ear. And then hands in front of you on the mat. Left foot pointing to the ceiling. Look up, step through. Press into your wings. So press into the heels of your hands and pull your hip forward. Bring your hands to your heart center. Feel your pulse. Connect with the heart center. Connect with your lungs. Twist to the left. Open your arms. Look up. Your drishti is your left thumb. Push your left leg into your arm and your arm into your leg. Find your balance. Coming up, arms up. Interlace your fingers, shoulders back, fold forward. Pull your arms over. A little bit more. Really release the pressure in the upper back. And then releasing your hands down and come into plank. And then side plank on the left. And if you want to do tree plank, right foot onto your left calf. And back into side plank, into normal plank, into down dog. Lovely down dog, restorative posture. Lift off your wrists, press your chest to your thighs, open up your Achilles and your calves. Taking deep breaths, opening up your lungs, nourishing your large intestine. To feel all this fresh blood going to every organ of your body, refreshing, moving the toxins, detoxing. Your lungs and your large intestine are both organs of excretion, so they detox the body. Come into child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. Make each breath count. Setting your intentions or your intention. I'm not going to talk negatively. I'm not going to attach to negative self-talk. Not going to keep dissing myself. Just remind yourself, you had enough people dissing you throughout your life. You're not going to continue that habit. Where they left off, you just keep going. It's time to stop that. So think, best feeling thoughts. Coming up, high kneeling, right leg out, fingers in front of your shoulders. Breathe in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch, interlace your fingers, point, release the negativity and ground yourself. Come up to center, over to the left. Open the right side. Nourish your liver now. Hands on the mat in front of you and lift your right foot. Throat, third eye. So you're activating your telepathic center and you're activating your intuition. Then step through. Press. Pull your left hip forward. Hands at your heart center. And twist to the right. And then open your arms. Looking up at your right thumb. Twisting into your large intestine, giving it a good massage, helping the digestion, helping to digest thoughts, emotions, circumstances, all those kind of things. And coming up, arms up. Interlace your fingers, pull your shoulders back, fold forward. Nice inversion for the brain. Pull your arms over a little bit more. Remember to breathe, release your jaw. Come into plank. And then into side plank on the right. And then tree plank, if you feel like tree planking. And into normal plank. And into down dog. Push your heels back as far as they'll go with no pain, just giving a nice stretch, keeping your Achilles nice and flexible and open. And then come into child's pose for 3 breaths. Keep nourishing your lungs, moving out disappointment, moving out loss. Not saying move out grief in a day. I know grief takes a long time to process. But just getting the meridian moving so that there's space, so we can see things differently and bring in acceptance and trust. And then stretch your arms from child's pose. Stretch your arms out in front of you, coming up into the arched cat. So pull your belly button up. And then come down, chaturanga, modified. So feel the arms going down the side of your body, belly button, chest, third eye to the mat. Release your glutes, press up. Bhujangasana. Feel your heart center connected to your third eye. Cobra. Don't squeeze your glutes, you're going to hurt your lower back. Round into the arched cat. Very strong on the arms and the upper body, this. Rounding into the arched cat. Floating down, chaturanga, connecting with yourself. Feel your sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, breath. Look up, eyes to the ceiling. Come into cobra, release your glutes. Rounding into the arched cat, so working into the spine. The lovely sequence for the spine. Nice flexible spine, round. Last time, arched cat, rounding. Floating down. Pelvis, hips or sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, press. Look up. And rounding through the cobra, into the arched cat, and into child's pose for 3 breaths. Just reconnecting with yourself, with your inner world, with your inner guidance, with your inner GPS. Stop waiting for the external environment to give you pointers and show you what to do. External environment is chaos. So find your inner peace. Hold your inner peace. No attachments to expectations. You can have wishes, you can have hopes, you can have dreams, but don't invest your entire body, mind, and spirit into them. Otherwise, you're going to feel gutted when it doesn't happen. So always leave a little bit of space for magic. Coming up, still kneeling, and roll back. So you're rolling on the tops of your feet. Your fingers are just about behind your toes, sort of. Rolling on the tops of your feet. Rolling, opening up the tops of the feet bones. And then ground your fingers or your palms and lift your hips and then drop your head all the way back. Open your throat. And then releasing out of that into a squat. Bringing your hands to your heart center. Nice deep in and out breaths, opening your lungs. Feeling your large intestine. Releasing attachments. Healthy thoughts. Detoxing from this negative self-talk. It becomes an attachment because it becomes a habit. Now we're going to do frogs. I think we'll do 9. 9 just feels right today. Fingertips to the mat. Your heels are touching and that joint at the base of your big toe is touching. Now your heels are not going to go onto the mat. You're going to stay on the balls of your feet and then you're going to come up. Breathing in, you don't have to straighten your legs and then come down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one, 9. Come into standing forward fold. Let the energy come up your legs and then coming up, rolling up, shoulders up to your ears and back. So now your base chakra is nice and nourished by the frogs. Wide legs. Interlace your fingers, breathing in. Come down into a squat. You don't have to touch the mat, but if you want to, pat the mat. Pull the yin energy up, press the yang energy down. Feel the releasing of attachments, feel light and free. Moving forward with clarity. Opening up the front of your body, all those etheric cords. And then coming up, bring your hands to your heart center, come onto the balls of your feet. Feel your pulse. And release. Tap, 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 share down here. This little energy center. Bring your feet together. And then patting the whole body. All the way down to your ankles and up your legs. Especially around the belly button and the lower back. Out with these attachments. All the attachments of the body. Tap, 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 be present with yourself and your inner world. Doesn't mean you're an ostrich. Doesn't mean you're not interested. It means that you use detached observation, detached involvement. You don't invest in it. You're interested, but you don't invest at your own expense. Bring your hands to your heart center, breathing in, connecting with yourself, and out. And then breathing in. Right leg back, warrior one. Hands at your heart center. Twisting to the left. And open your arms. You can look up at your left thumb or down at the mat. And then coming up, interlace your fingers. Pull your shoulders back, fold forward. And then come into warrior three. You can keep your hands interlaced behind you, opening up your crown, bring in the wisdom of the universe, your divine guidance, pull in your belly button, and step back. Warrior one, base chakra. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Tadasana, safe, secure, and grounded. Breathing in. Left leg back, warrior one. Stretching, bringing your hands to your heart center. Feel your pulse. Twist to the right. Open your arms, either looking up or looking down. Come back into warrior one. Interlace your fingers. Fold forward. Bring fresh blood into your brain. Nourish your neck. Keep your fingers interlaced, coming to warrior three. Find your balance. Crown open, base chakra open. Step back into warrior one. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Tadasana. So feel your groundedness, your connection, vertical connection. Horizontal attachments pull us off our alignment. We say, I wonder what they're thinking. I wonder if I'm good enough there. I wonder if this is going to work out. I wonder, what am I going to do if I lose one? So you just go release the attachments that pull us off our alignment with ourselves and have your vertical alignment, the divine alignment. Connect with yourself. Hello, self. You're the best self I have. Look after yourself. This flesh suit brings us many opportunities on planet Earth. Tadasana. We can feel, we can think, we can have a full range of emotions and all our senses. Breathe in. Right leg back, warrior two. This is the sun for stamina. Reverse. Feel the back of your knee with your right hand. Lift up, open the intercostal muscles between your ribs. Into warrior two. Into triangle. So look up at your right thumb, lift your kneecaps. Stack your shoulders, ground your feet. And then float into half moon. And then come back into warrior two. and into dancer. Step onto your left foot, grab hold of your right foot, push your foot into your hand, lift your left hand, lift your left hand, lift your back foot, and dance on the shifting carpet. And release. Warrior two. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Breathing in, Tadasana. Breathing in. Left leg back, warrior two. And reverse. Make space between your hip, your right hip and your ribs. And warrior two. Into triangle. And feel the stretch. This is fantastic for the liver, especially on the right. Lift the kneecaps, big toes down, balls of the feet, your bubbling spring grounded, half moon. Also for the knees. And step back, warrior two. And into dancer. Step onto your right foot, left leg up, kick and pull. Find the focus, lift your right arm, lift your back leg. Up and release. Warrior two. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Close your eyes. Connect with yourself, nice and light and free, moving forward with clarity. All the attachments, all the strands of spaghetti being released. And then bend your knees, release your shoulders. Bring one flat hand on top of the other so we can open up the element of metal. Element of metal nourishes the lung and the large intestine. So releasing your hands down, step to the left. Bring your arms up. Feel the energy in your hand chakras lifting. And then press your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then push forward. And then release. And then step to the right. Breathing in. Elbows back. Squeeze your shoulder blades and push forward. Feet together. Stepping to the left. Lightness, clarity, new possibilities, pushing away all the apathy and the brain fog and the hoarding and the clutter. And then step to the right, breathing in. Shoulders back and push. And then feet together, one flat hand on top of the other. Close your eyes, keep your knees bent, release your glutes, relax your shoulders. Just allow the flow of energy through your body. Open nervous system, circulation, endocrine system. And then releasing your hands down, step to the left, arms out to the sides. Bend your elbows, fingertips facing, and then move your hands down and release the apathy, the brain fog, the low self-esteem and the hoarding and the controlling and the loss and the disappointment and the grief and the negative self-talk. Feet together, hands at your heart center. Connecting back with yourself so that we can open up our solar plexus. Surya Namaskara, Tadasana. Breathing in and fold forward. Step back into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Left leg up, step through. Warrior one, grounding the base chakra. Hands at your heart center. Connect the base chakra to your heart center. Twist to the left and open your arms. Coming up. Warrior one. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. and down dog. And right leg up, step through. Up into warrior one. Left hip forward, right hip back. Hands at your heart center. Twist to the right. And open your arms. And coming up, warrior one. Plank. Strong upper body. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Into standing forward fold. Breathing in, arms all the way up. Hands at your heart center. Connect back with yourself. Feel your pulse. Tadasana. Safe, secure, present, grounded. Breathing in. Open up your solar plexus. Fold forward. Step back into plank. Come down. Chaturanga. Into up dog. And down dog. Three-legged dog on the left. Left leg up. Into warrior one. Hands at your heart center. Twist to the left. And open your arms. And coming up. Warrior one. Interlace your fingers. Shoulders back. Fold forward. Drop your head. Ground your back foot. Lift your back knee. Kneecap. And swinging up. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Push all the way back. Right leg up into warrior one. Hands at your heart center. Twist to the right. Open your arms. And come up. Warrior one. So grounding your base chakra again. Interlacing your fingers. Opening your heart center. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Fold forward. Back foot grounded. And swing your arms up. Work on your balance. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Into standing forward fold. Breathing in. Arms all the way up. Hands at your heart center. Connecting back with yourself. Be your best self. The best version of yourself. Tadasana. Last round, yogis. Breathing in and fold forward. Step back into plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. And left leg up. Step through. Warrior one. Hands at your heart center. Twist to the left and open your arms. Coming up. Warrior one. Interlace your fingers. Fold forward. And then keep your hands interlaced. You can have your arms down, resting on your back, coming to warrior three, or your arms can be up. Opening up the crown. Press your big toe into the mat, using your whole body. Into warrior one. Last bit, plank. Strengthen the body. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. And right leg up into warrior one. Hands at your heart center. Twist to the right and open your arms. And then come up, warrior one. Interlace your fingers. Open your heart center. Fold forward. Arms are nice and released now. Shoulders should be nice and released as well. And then coming to warrior three. Press your big toe down. Relax into warrior three. And step back, warrior one. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Into standing forward fold. Breathing in. Arms all the way up. Hands at your heart center. Taking nice deep breaths into your heart center. Bring your left hand onto your heart, your right hand onto your solar plexus. It's connecting your personal power with your heart center. Standing in your power in peace, not in fear. Choose fear or faith. Tadasana. For the warriors, breathing in, right leg back, warrior one, floating into warrior three, and into warrior two, into triangle. Flow into this, lift your kneecaps and float into half moon. Bend your top leg and pull your heel towards you like a dancer. If you can't reach your foot, just bend your top leg and come into warrior two. And feet together, hands at your heart center. This is your practice, yogi, so you just do what suits you. I'm just offering a structure or a guide, but it's your practice, your body. Every day is different. Tadasana. Breathing in. Left leg back. Warrior one. Into warrior three. Into warrior two. Into triangle. So when we do warrior one to warrior three, we bring heaven to earth and earth to heaven. Into half moon. To make heaven a place on earth. Bend your top leg. Do the dancer sort of. And then step back. Warrior two. Feet together. Hands at your heart center. Connecting back with yourself, your best self, the best version of yourself. And Tadasana for the bird, because it's Friday again. Bird all day. So shimmy the body out so that you can become the bird of paradise, the best version of yourself. Right leg back. And then drop the left side of your body down. As far as it will go, the further the better. Left arm under, right arm up and over, right shoulder back. And then hop your back foot to your front foot. So behind your front heel, your left heel. Ground your right foot, find a focal point. Pull in your belly button. Lift, lift. Open your chest. And fluff out your tail feathers. And release. Up. Feet together. Hands at your heart center. Grounded. No attachments. Releasing attachments to old emotions, old stuff. To clutter. Declutter. Physical, emotional, and mental clutter. Overthinking. Controlling. And release. And shake it up. Get all these attachments out. Don't want to have any spaghetti cords coming this way and that way and pulling us off our alignment with ourselves. And then step back. Left leg back. Drop down. Right side of the body down. Right arm under, left arm up and over, left shoulder back. Hop. Back foot to the front. Ground your left foot. And then lift your right leg. And lift. Find your focus. And then fluff out your tail feathers. And release. Bring your hands to your heart center. Breathing in. Breathe out. Tadasana. And now tree. So your left leg is grounded. You're going to press the outside of your nostrils to that lovely large intestine point. And then you're going to hold the left hand on this large intestine 4. And then you're going to interlace your fingers. So left leg grounded, right leg up. And then pressing the outside of your nostril. Pressing away apathy and brain fog and clutter, clutter, clutter. Holding, holding, holding. Hold the left large intestine 4 point. Right leg forward. I squeeze out the need to control things out there. If you can come up with innovative solutions, by all means, but not just looking at it and letting it destabilize you. Interlace your fingers, come into Warrior 3. Bring in divine guidance, the wisdom of the universe. Feet together, breathing in, and then do strong out breaths. Round your lower back. Use your hand chakras. You can bring in as many colors, as much energy as you want. Move the element of metal around. So bring in some lovely gold and silver light into your energy field. Bouncing on your knees. And then coming up. Right leg rounded. Left leg up. Pressing the side of your nostrils. Release the holding. Especially old emotions, old stuff. So bring in lightness, feel light and free. Press on the right hand, press now, fingers. You'll use your right hand. Push out the need to control. Controlling other people's behavior, controlling whatever's going on. It's too exhausting. Interlace your fingers. Come into Warrior 3. So your hands are behind you. Nice open crown. Feet together. Breathing in. Stretch up, make space for your large intestine, make space for your lungs. Don't want congestion in the body because then the mind just gets very tight. So open body, open mind, and hang forward. Release your arms, your fingers, your spine, your muscles. Clear, open body, no attachments, no spaghetti, no cords. And then come down, come seated on your mat. Bringing your hands into the Apana Mudra, thumb, middle finger, ring finger. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Clearing all those toxic thoughts. Breathing in through your mouth, out through your nose. In through your mouth, out through your mouth. And then releasing your mudra, bringing your hands into Namaste at your heart center, tilting your head down in thanks. And yogis, always remember to thank yourselves for your light and for your presence. And come facing forward. Let's use our third eyes for wisdom, our lips for love, and our hearts for peace. Namaste, lovely yogis. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. Mwah. Lots of love. Mwah.